Hello everyone, my name is Jivan Raja, anak lelaki Silva Raja, and I'm from 3BMMA Section 1. Today, I would like to explain about my final year project 1. My project for this semester is 4-wheel steering mechanism. Okay, now let me explain about my presentation outline. First of all, I will explain you about my background study, then followed by problem statement, objective, scope, literature review, and methodology. Okay, now for the introduction. Okay, in Malaysia, road accident involves vehicles such as cars and trucks was one of the most accident happen at the road nowadays. Okay, as you can see here, most of the accidents occur because of the oversteer and understeer condition caused by some important factors. The important factors are, I will explain you about it later. Okay, basically this project was made to overcome this type of accidents and to make it easier for the drivers to turn their vehicle in a smaller places or a tight and narrow space. A 4-wheel steering system is created to help the vehicle maneuver easily and to prevent some oversteer and understeer condition. Okay, now let me explain to you about my problem statement. Oversteering and understeering are the two most common cause of this problem. In both rear wheel and front wheel vehicles, either understeering or oversteering is typically closely linked to each other. Overpowering the front end, particularly the steering function, causes the front wheel to understeer, resulting in oversteering. Okay, next, 4-wheel steering, which is 4WS, often known as rear wheel steering or all-wheel steering, is a steering system that actively steers the rear wheel during our turning or maneuvers. This innovative technology should not be confused with 4-wheel drive, which powers and spin all 4 wheels of a vehicle. For example, pickup trucks nowadays. In addition, the 4-wheel steering system enhances handling and allows for tighter bends, which means you can make a U-turn in a smaller radius. Okay, now my objectives for this project. There are two objectives. The first one is to fabricate 4-wheel steering system with the help of rack and pinion mechanism to reduce the turning radius. My second objective is 4-wheel steering system to increase the stability at the time of drive or turning to avoid oversteer and understeer conditions. This can help us to reduce the accidents number. Now, my scope of studies. First, literature study on a car steering systems. Then, survey the need of 4-wheel steering system. Study the electrical workings of 4-wheel steering system. This means you have to link the wiring system and the mechanical system. Concept design of the 4-wheel steering mechanism. Program design controller for 4-wheel steering system using Arduino circuit board. This one is to control my steering angle for the rear wheel. Then the combination of electrical and mechanical setup for 4-wheel steering system. Then let me explain to you about the literature review. First of all, 4-wheel steering system reduce the turning radius by 21%. If a vehicle can do a U-turn in a 25-foot area. if we use the four-wheel steering system, we are able to make a U-turn in around 20-foot area. This active steering system improves stability and responsiveness at high speeds while reducing the driver's steering strain at low speed by automatically adjusting the steering angle of all four wheels using actuators and sensors. This one I will explain to you later in our methodology on how the rear wheel works in high speed and low speed. There's a difference. Okay, now develop a precise car that can travel smoothly and is simple to operate in both urban and twisting highways. Vehicle may now be driven safely on expressways while changing lanes and thanks to the increased stability parameters. This one I will explain to you on methodology. The steering sensitivity control mechanism will be quick and responsive, allowing for mild steering operation. In high-speed mode, the four-wheel steering system uses the ABS system to prevent sliding in vehicles making higher and sharper bends. At low speeds, the four-wheel steering system helps to reduce the turning radius by 21%, which has applications in parking and other situations. This one for low speed mode. Okay, now let me see the low speed and high speed mode. As you can see the diagram here, at low speed you can see the rear wheel will turn on the opposite side of the front wheel. Compared to the high speed mode, you can see the rear wheel will follow the exact front wheel angle, but the system will reduce the angle for the rear wheel to make it slightly stable. Now my methodology. Literature review on general. Okay, this one for general methodology. Literature review on journal, article, steering system history and technology, electrical steering, safety and other related information. Product design specification comparison with previous product comparison. Design for the vehicle with normal steering system, which means the two-wheel steering system and the four-wheel steering system. Then fabricate the chassis for the RC model with four-wheel steering system. Then develop transmitter and receiver circuit for the RC model in order for the system to function. Then to test the electrical circuit system, follow with the Arduino coding and the steering system. Finally, collect the results and analyze. Okay, this is my flow chart. Let me explain to you simply. Okay, first of all, literature review. Then we create a survey, design concept, and PDS product design specification with. Then we have to do the design electrical system and program the Arduino circuit. And we have to test the circuit. If it functioning well, then we can proceed to the next step. If no, we have to repeat until the Arduino code can function well. Then the combination of Arduino system and the four-wheel steering system, we have to connect it with the front servo and rear servo with the help of Arduino system. Then final product prototype, we test the product and analyze and collect the data, which means we can collect the data of the turning radius, the vehicle with two-wheel steering system and four-wheel steering system. And we can continue with the report. Then this is my prototype model design. This is my design using CATIA. We create this type of design to make it easier to fit in the four-wheel steering system, as the four-wheel can turn easily without any obstacles. Okay, now vehicle model chassis build. The chassis is basically made of metal sheets. Based on the research I made, the best model chassis is something look like a buggy model. I choose this type of chassis because I'm able to fit the four-wheel steering system in this RC model easily. Besides, I'm able to fit any vehicle body on the chassis, which means you can fit in the car body or a truck body. This is the best way to simulate the four-wheel steering system on a RC model. Okay, now let me explain to you about the electrical system fabrication. Okay, first of all, connect the transmitter to the powered IC board. Connect all the servo to the transmitter. Next, we have to connect the rear wheel servo to the Arduino board, just like that, with the specific diagram shown below. For your information, we use Nano Atmega 328P Arduino board to operate the rear wheel steering. Thus, the rear wheel steering angle is controlled by the Arduino board. The Arduino board will detect the vehicle speed and decide the best steering modes for the vehicle, which means I tell you earlier just now, when on high speed mode, the rear wheel will turn differently, and in the low speed mode, the rear wheel will turn differently, means opposite to the front wheel direction. Okay, this is the diagram of the wirings. Okay, next, this is our Arduino circuits, Arduino system encodings. Arduino board is to control the rear wheel steering system, as we mentioned just now earlier. We have to control the rear wheel steering angle. So we use Arduino board. We have to connect this Arduino board according to the diagram given. Then we have to put in the coding as stated on my report to run the program. Okay, now from my research, there are some preliminary results. It is shown that the 4WS, which means a four-wheel steering system, have a smaller turning radius compared to 2WS, which means a two-wheel steering system. You can see the diagram below. You can see the blue car is with four-wheel steering system, and the gray car is with normal two-wheel steering system. It is with a larger radius compared to the four-wheel steering system, as it have to slide the rear wheel to turn completely compared to the four-wheel steering system. Okay, now this is my preliminary results for this 2WS and 4WS, which means four-wheel steering system comparison table. You can see here the turning radius for the four-wheel steering system by calculation is about 2.65 meter, and two-wheel steering, which is 4.6 meter. And by my research on the net, for four-wheel steering system by experiment, we can get 2.9 meter, and for two-wheel steering system, we get 5.85 meter, which is larger. Okay, that's all from me, Jeevan Raja. Thank you.